I hadn't had a good night's sleep in 30 years. I was waking up in the middle of the night, didn't even know why. My wife told me that I would not breathe for up to 2 minutes, and I'd wake up coughing and spitting and gasping for breath. It was just awful. I'm David B. Irwin, and I have sleep apnea. When you don't get enough rest, you're on edge. I'd fall asleep at my desk in the afternoon. And then I'd eat candy or drink diet soda to try to stay awake and keep going. And that was sort of got into a cycle of bad eating. And I could tell I wasn't getting the deep sleep, the rest that I needed. And it was becoming obvious that I needed to do something.
Hey, Mr. Irwin, how are you?
Good morning, Dr. Moose. How are you doing?
David is high energy. He is a get-to-it type of guy. I mean, he's a very successful attorney. And, you know, at the time, he was a really desperate man. He was not sleeping well. It was impacting his work, his career as an attorney, and he really just was not getting along well at all in his day-to-day function because of this untreated sleep apnea.
5 years ago, the answer was get a CPAP machine. I tried the CPAP machine. For me, it just didn't seem to work. It was uncomfortable. I couldn't get used to the airflow, and I stopped it. And then I heard about this implant technology that was cutting edge.
Hypoglossal nerve stimulation is a pacemaker for the tongue. And so when a patient undergoes this surgery, we implant a cuff electrode around the hypoglossal nerve, and not just the whole nerve, but just very specific branches that control the ability of the tongue to move out of the mouth. This cuff electrode then connects under the skin to an implantable pulse generator that's housed under the skin in the chest, which is then connected to a respiratory sensing device that goes between the ribs. So collectively, what happens when a patient turns this device on at night, they go to sleep, it kicks on, and then it senses the patient trying to breathe in, it stimulates the tongue to move forward in the mouth, thus preventing apnea or obstruction, and basically keeps the airway open the entire night.
Day of surgery, my wife drove me down, and when I was wheeled into the operating room, they talked to me until I couldn't remember anything anymore when the anesthetic starts to work. And then what to me was a few seconds later, and I'm thinking, have you started yet? And they said, oh, it's over, you did great. And I was like, oh, I did? But I didn't do anything. What it's done for me is when I wake up in the morning, I've had deep sleep, and I am raring to go. I feel well rested every day. My wife is so much more relaxed. I ask her in the morning, do I snore anymore? And she said, you snore just a little bit, not as much as you used to, but I'm glad about that because it means you're breathing. And thanks for taking care of everything. I was going to retire before I had this implant. I was running out of steam. And I think it was in large part because I was exhausted and tired and wasn't getting the right kind of rest. And I decided that after I had this miracle happen to me, this medical miracle, that I was able to keep working. And I have a passion for helping younger people. There are people who have bumps in the road, and I'm hoping to be able to give back and hopefully doing a few miracles of my own to help kids out.